Save all of your pennies because the last penny was just pressed by the Fed. The last penny was stamped Philadelphia, November 12th, US Treasurer, blah, blah, blah. And it's been in circulation since the 1790s. There are like a ton of changes that are going on right now geopolitically for America, and it's huge. I don't know if you guys are fully aware of the repercussions of what's happening, but it's huge. Let me give you guys the full scope and breakdown of what's going on here. If you've never heard of the fourth turning, it is the evidence and the proof that the CIA and the FBI have done their research when it comes to studying time cycles. You know, history repeats itself. That's generally how it works. And the reason that it does, there's a lot of factors to this, but one of the biggest reasons, according to this book and a lot of what the CIA believes, is because there's just energy that is constantly flowing and circulating and cycling, and there's no way to not repeat history. So we're now in the longest government shutdown that's ever happened in the United States history, and AI is what everybody is talking about. This is clearly going to be a massive disruptor in our market. Cryptocurrency is taking off and is more than likely going to replace the United States dollar because people are not putting their faith and trust into the US dollar anymore. But when you couple the Federal Reserve and its history along with what's going on right now, the truth starts to become more clear. The Fed has worked in constant cycles of taking advantage of when the market or the entire world economy is at a low, so it can come in with some form of solution, and that substantiates another 80 or so years of control. This has been happening since before Napoleon, but Napoleon Bonaparte, Abraham Lincoln, and tons of other figures opposed a Federal Reserve in their countries, did not want to have these conglomerates of power. One of those bigger ones being JFK. And it's no surprise, knowing that the elite worship the occult, that they have 12 major Fed branches throughout the entire country. This is a big deal because 12 is a big occult number. You know, Zodiac, it has to do with the 12 followers of Christ, etc. So what exactly does the United States government think is going to happen? Well, it turns out a lot of these political organizations actually study astrology. They look at the cycles of time being influenced by the outer and inner planets, specifically Pluto. When Pluto comes back into Aquarius around 2025, they wrote in that book, which was in the 80s, that they were expecting some form of massive uprising or civil war or a rebirth of America. It just so happens that they were right, and now we have a financial institution that is about to do a world reset, probably for more control and more finances, and cryptocurrency is going to be a big part of that, and AI is too, so make sure that you are prepared. Now, if learning this stuff interests you, I have an online university. I'm actually coming out with a financial literacy class soon. My AI tool just hit 51 users as well. Go check that out too.